Hello traders, how are you? Vladimir Rybakov here from Traders Academy Club, and I welcome you to my weekly Forex review. And not just Forex, full market review for the week starting 29th of October to the 3rd of November. This is going to be the first week of November, which means this is a non-farm payrolls week. And not just that, this week is going to be extremely fundamental, so let's go over that and see quickly what is expected. So the beginning is quiet, but then we are warming up with the Bank of Japan outlook report, monetary policy statement, and the policy rate conference to follow. Then we'll continue on Tuesday with the GDP in Canada, the consumer confidence in the US, speech from Governor Paulos in Canada, unemployment rate and unemployment change in New Zealand, which is expected to be not bad, so we should pay attention to that. That could boost up the New Zealand if the numbers come good. We have Wednesday as extremely important day. We have the ADP first of all in US, manufacturing PMI in Britain before that, ISM, manufacturing PMI in US, but the main event would be the FOMC statement, which will be published here, and of course the federal funds rate. According to expectations and logic, the Fed should not do anything. The question would be mainly what the Fed will say about the quantitative easing plans and how it's going to get reduced lower and lower as they plan to. Then we have on Thursday the construction PMI, inflation rate, and cash rate in Canada, in UK. Sorry. Then a speech from Carney, and then non-farm payrolls and unemployment in the US. Extremely important fundamental week, which means technical setups could change, levels could change during the week. This is why we have to get, well, alternative plans always. What happens if level A is not respected? Because the moves can be fast. It also can be very rangy, but normally on such weeks, big moves are coming. And let's see what we have. So let's start with the dollar franc pair. We don't normally start with, but it's extremely beautiful one. Getting two waves movement here for us, right? And aiming some good resistance. Bouncing from psychological level 1. Amazing level, right? But as you can see, breaking through the divergence. There is no divergence here, it's gone. Which from my point of view means we should expect pullbacks, but later on, continuation. The way it looks, according to weekly chart, we might go to the top of the range, which is 103. And I would easily be looking here for two waves on the 4-hour or the 1-hour chart, something like that, and fly to the upside. We have this trend line, we have this trend line, and we have the big one which actually connected to here, and of course the long one. That would be the critical levels for us, which is 0.99-ish and a bit lower. From there we should stop and look for possible evidences for buy. I believe there is a good chance we are going to continue from there. As per days, we can see, so the Scorpio statistics, as per days, we can see that the pair was bouncing right here. 27, 28 is a very powerful day. So we can get some corrections on 99, on 98 zone. From there, looking for continuation to the buy side. Euro dollar was crashing as expected. We were talking about these head and shoulders for a while now, and it's making that pretty beautifully. Broke the trend line, broke the neckline, pullbacks, and we can go for sells. Generally, this pair could go all the way in pretty easy to the 38.2 of this cycle, which is the zone of 115, but I do want to pay attention to this bank zone. This is a very powerful zone, bank zone, which is holding by far. It could bounce from 116 to 115 zone, and very likely it might try to. It doesn't mean go and blindly start looking for the buys, but keep an eye that we might get a pullback from here before the continuation. If we go for expansion of this cycle, you would figure out quickly that it fits exactly. Currently stay short, but also start to pay attention for bullish evidences, which means some divergence to develop, some slowdown, and then we can definitely go and look for bullish retraces. It looks correct, it looks happening, and once we start to get this divergence, 4-hour and 1-hour chart combination, false breaks, higher highs, it will be a great place for the buys. As per levels of the crystal ball, sorry, that's Scorpio. We have the same levels from the crystal ball, suggested a bottom, as you can see, at the, well, we have 30 coming, and we have the beginning of the next month, 3rd. Guess when it's happening? This weekend. So there is a great chance it will slowly stop this move down, and boom, bullish boom might easily happen right after that. Stay bearish for now, but start to pay attention for bullish evidences, bullish divergences, false break, higher highs to gain the momentum on the lower time frames, like the 1-hour chart, and then we can start discussing about the possible returns to the buy side. Pound dollar was moving beautifully as expected to the downside. The question is how far it can go. So my answer is pound dollar can go all the way to the 50, which is 128, but on the same time it is bouncing for the second time from 38 to, that might be a saying from Mr. Market that, hey, that's maximum I can do, right? Don't force me to do more. We also have a bank zone right here, and that fits perfectly that this might turn to be the end of the bearish journey before a fly takes place. Now on the 4-hour chart, we can see that the pair is stuck inside this range now, which in simple words means if that's about to happen and it holds, start to gain momentum, this might turn to be easily bottom for a fly. So neither from here or one more low to slightly to the 61.8 of this cycle, and we should be looking for the evidences to the upside. As per levels from the crystal ball, you can see basically the same. It's happening, and it's happening right here. Critical area as per days, we have 28, and after that, beginning of next month, 4, 6, which means again, the end of this coming week might be the week that will present this ending cycle. So start and get ready for possible buys to happen very soon. Meanwhile, the short pressure from previous week is still here. If we get 2 waves up, it's still under sell. Invalidation for the for this event would be the trend line and the last highs. The crossing between the euro versus the pound continues lower, and from my point of view, this one has no way to change. There is plenty of room to the 61.8. I think we are going at least to the previous low, most likely even lower than that. So from my point of view, the pressure for this pair this week remains bearish, with invalidation here of 0.8975. Next pair on the list is the dollar versus the yen, who is now live, holding the top of the range. I've been talking about this previous week, guys. You remember now. Pay attention to this monster candle pattern. From my point of view, this is a saying for bears. As long as this top holds, I am looking for sells. This pair is providing second false break, one here, one here. It looks amazing. If we go below this low, look to sell rallies, there is a great chance the bearish control is about to begin. Targets for this one would be the 50% of this cycle, first of all, which is 113, then the 38.2 of this cycle, which is 111.70, and then to the bottom of the range, which could be 108 again. Euro yen, bearish, bearish, bearish. We enjoyed the rally from previous week, but after breaking the trend line here and gaining this momentum below the lows, the pair remains bearish, and I expect it to continue bearish. Break below this low of 131.60 should open the doors for a bearish control. We had triple cycle from the daily chart, therefore I expect it to go towards 38.2 to 50. From my point of view, bearish move begins, and as long as this stop holds bearish, it is. Only if it breaks this stop, we can then discuss about 138, 139. Meanwhile, there are no reasons for that. AUD yen, another pair that follows exactly what we wanted to see from that. Triple cycle down, double cycle up. We've been talking about it in the live trading groups in the Traders Academy Club during the entire week. That's how we gained the evidence for the momentum. We had this divergence. We continue with the weekly cycle developing here and a daily cycle confirmation. Besides enjoying the profits, we have nothing more to do here, and this would be our cycle's target. Voila, 61.8 right on play. The next one should be the 100, and then we can go even lower. So basically, double cycle here. You can see the target fits perfectly, right? One place is here which we need to start to pay attention to, but theoretically it has much more to go to the downside, including the final target, which should be around 85. So invalidation for this run is this high. Until then, every rally to come, and it could come because we currently have triple cycle down on the 1 hour chart. We could get some two waves and then continuations. As per days and levels, that will be our level for retraces, possible retraces on the daily chart, on the 4 hour chart. Very powerful days, and then the next targets are lower. Pound yen breaking this trend line, bearish, while this top holds, possibly to go all the way down to 38. Well, the 38.2 was what did they do? The 38.2 of this cycle was reached, right? So we can go to the 50 basically here, and that will be 146, and then there is a great chance we're developing all the move down towards 142. So eye on that. If it doesn't manage, if it will have difficult time to break here, guys, that could be the reversal zone during the week from here, and then we start to go to the upside again. So keep an eye on this pair. Definitely both interesting opportunities. CAD yen is a monster as well. Targets for our bearish move. Here we are not far, and then of course double cycle from weekly right here. That's our targets. Okay, so basically 1, 2. Now in terms of the triggers, we got here 1, 2, 3 and a ranging pattern right here. Okay, so now it's basically kind of a safe from Mr. Market, and every retrace should be a possible breakout and continuation down. Keep an eye on this pair. Invalidation is currently here. Every 2 waves rallies we should be looking for some evidences for sell, and that's our levels here. Daily and 4 hour chart rallies towards, and we can start looking for sells later on. Okay, so keep an eye here, guys. It's really interesting opportunity, and if we reach the targets from the to the bottom directly, get ready for possible buys. Next one is going to be the dollar CAD. Dollar CAD reached our 129 zone. If you remember the previous week analysis, we've been having 127, 129. Both target reached this Friday, this week actually, and 129 was hit on the last Friday. Stunning, perfect call, you name it, and it looks good, really good. And I expect pullbacks. There we go. So I believe we can neither go and play again around the top, but it can easily gain some fast momentum and continuation. The alternative is, as I said, it will start to slow down, like boom, boom, boom. Okay, but 129, 130, bearish level for next possible sell. Bearish hidden divergence developing here on the weekly. Bearish continuing divergence developing here. Get ready for possible sells in terms of levels and days. We had 28, which was supported by Friday. We have the levels. We can go all the way down to the channel. It starts to be very interesting. Aussie dollar. Also, this pair starts to be extremely beautiful opportunity for the buys. Beautiful hammer here. Divergence developing. We should start looking for the buys from here or from here. We are about to fly. Okay, so get ready. There is a trend line waiting for this pair as well, so another evidence for the flies. Okay, eyes on that, guys. As per days and levels, you can see here on the daily chart, beautiful support. Beginning of the week, of the months, new month suggested to be a monster, but we had the 26, 29, and we had the 26, 29 here. Looks really perfect. New Zealandian dollar is reached proudly to the levels we wanted. This week we have some news which expected to be good. We are on the bottom of the range. Start looking for bullish evidences. Most likely we are going to the upside. 4-hour chart, we had this double cycle here. Bullish divergence. Now on the 1-hour chart, we can see that we have this false break here and this horizontal false break. So if we build triple cycle here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, breakout, and we can go and look for the buys. Eyes on that, guys. Looks really perfect. Aussie Kiwi bounced from the 113 that we have been talking about for a while. Finally reached, meet the levels. Looks perfect for possible sells, and well, what can we wish? We can wish just continuation, right? As per targets, we are to 38 to here, 111.15, then 38 to here, which is slightly below 110. Bearish, as long as the last stop holds. Bearish momentum. For then, we are looking to buy the bottoms. Euro Kiwi reached the 172 and now crashing after the bad news from Eurozone as well. So from my point of view, it's building up some kind of triple now. It looks like we are for sales here. And that should be it, and continuation. It looks like the top is here. We are bouncing from this weekly triple cycle 61.8. Looks really good, and looks like a starting time for, you can see here, it's right here, it's false break, and this is a false break. So break below here and sell the rallies. This is a convergence principle forming here, full convergence principle, full convergence idea, concept is forming here. Looks amazing. Targets for this one: triple cycle to the upside, 38.2 to 50, 165 to 162, and then possibly 159. Euro versus the Aussie, another interesting pair, bouncing from the top. Double cycle here. Sorry. Double cycle here. Double cycle here. So looks really good. False break, false break, false break. Stay bearish. Break of this trend line, and we got the confirmation to go. So this is what we would like to see for conservative, and then we are for new complete lows for this pair. Could be really interesting one. That's for the Eurozone. Pound pairs, pound Kiwi, also bouncing from the level we were looking at, 192. Well, I suspect a correction now. For long run, we are going to 2. So we need 2 waves down now. Stay bearish while this top holds. That's all. This is the top. So retraces, and we should be looking for sells. Pound Australian. Now this one doesn't yet have evidences for short. So what we would like to see here, it actually starts to. It actually has this. So we would like to see some triple cycle down, double cycle up and breakout, and then we can discuss about the sells, but not the best, let's say this way, not the best. I think there are better pairs, and from this one I would avoid. It could easy turn to be a rally for new highs. So this pair I would be very careful. Same with pound CAD. Now this pair for longer run I expect 175. By ideal we should get 2 waves down, where from we are going for another fly. So again, not the most classical ones. Euro franc looks good. We've been talking about 116, 118. We bounced exactly from there. Trend line broken. So rallies and sells versus this top. It looks good, definitely. Targets for the euro versus the franc, 38.2 and 50 of this entire cycle. Now, as per levels, dollar franc bounced exactly from the level. We have here a monster engulfing right on 117. As per days, we had 26, 27, and we got it. Thank you, Crystal Ball, for calling amazing top. CAD franc. Now this one is very tricky because it could easily reach our levels here. But if it tends to break the trend line here, I suspect that the game is over and we are going for new highs. So we neither go down to here or break above it, retrace in 2, and then we fly up. Okay. For targets for the downside, if we manage to get it, 076, 075. Targets to the upside, unlimited. Joking. 080, 080, 084. Definitely possible targets for this pair. Okay, let's continue. Next pairs are not too classical. Yeah, this These pairs I will discuss about on the live trading room, as currently we don't have too much setups there. Gold. Okay, so this is what we have on gold, long-term trend line. Now on a daily chart, we have it going towards 61.8. It's possible to go there. Both scenarios definitely in play. We never managed to get higher highs, so only if we break above these highs, I would be start looking for the buys on that scenario. If not, then we can too easy turn around and go all the way lower. Silver should follow basically the same. We have to go above the highs in order to start buying. If not, I would not be surprised to get it again around 16 or 15.50. Oil, we have been talking about the 54 level, finally there. No evidences to stop. Bullish run continues. We can go to 57, 58 or 60. So it remains bullish. We remain to follow that trend line. Just want to remind you guys, we have entered our longs right here with the breakout and rallying beautifully all the way to the upside. Currently no evidences to the downside, so stay bullish. That's all I can say. Natural gas, surprising or not, aiming again to the low. So the lower we go, the better the buy should be. It could be right from here. It could be slightly lower on the weekly. We're going to see the turnaround and fly. Now we have any stocks that we have been talking. We are talking about on daily basis in the live trading rooms. Nike paying us perfectly. We cashed out part 1, 54, 59 is the final target, and now we have a new interesting one on the list. Where is that? Here. The cycle from weekly, the bullish divergence from weekly, the cycle from daily. So if this one with the false breaks it creates go above this high, 2 waves down, breakout, and we can fly. Kraft Heinz. Okay, eye on that. Indices, no bearish evidences. This one looked like a possible final opportunity for triple cycle, but never happened. No bearish setup. It turned to be 2 and flies. Where it's going to stop, guys? It will. Okay, and I've been saying this for a while, but we don't have evidences. We just don't. So it doesn't matter how much we wish. It doesn't matter how much we could talk from position. It doesn't matter how much we expect. It doesn't matter how many Dr. Dooms there are. There are no evidences yet. There are no triggers yet. When they will be there, we will discuss about them. Currently, it all goes and it goes one way. I don't see any reason to go against it. Very simple. Now a bit about the cryptocurrencies. This is the Ripple, which is on the bottom of this possible range. We can start looking for possible sales range of 0.2 to 15 or so. Ethereum on the trend line, on the triangle. This could and might be very interesting opportunity for buys. And the Bitcoins after the fork, a bit tricky. Very tricky. To be honest, I have no real view here. Most likely this would be the last thing I would trade right now because of the triple cycle here. 1, 2, 3. I think there are better opportunities. Litecoins, for example, first wave. If you get a second wave to the support area, we can then go look for buys. Dash, which is still inside this, also, well, not exactly triangle, but also inside of the double cycle, which is here, has a trend line. So if we can get closer, we're going for buys. I expect it to start to be very interesting opportunity as well. So that's all, guys. We have many interesting opportunities this week. I'm going to do a follow-up day by day, of course, in the Traders Academy Club, and we are going to discuss about the developments, how everything goes, how it develops, where it takes us to. We are following on daily basis, of course, on the Scorpio scanner, for example, and the Scorpio setups, the best trades opportunities, what we have, and that's all. I would like to see you inside the Traders Academy Club and to continue the follow-up with you day by day in the live trading rooms. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for your time watching this video. I wish you a wonderful trading week. If you have any questions or any pair or anything you'd like to share or to ask, please leave your feedback, your comment in the bottom, your question in the bottom, and I will reply as soon as I can. And I invite you to take part of the Traders Academy Club if you are not yet part of. This is where we trade day by day, live together, with myself, with my trading team, presenting the opportunities as they are, following them, trade them with all the instructions and the setups. So once again, thank you for your time. Your feedback is much appreciated, and your support in us is much appreciated. And I wish you a wonderful trading week, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate your time. We invite you to join the #1 ranked trading club online, the Traders Academy Club, and to start trading like a real professional. Our students make amazing returns, and you can do too. Let your successful trading journey begin. Join Traders Academy Club using the link below this video now.